Hey, Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man. So, this is not our daily bread. This is just a general conversation. Y'all know how they say, like in recovery, or maybe we don't know, maybe some of us don't know, but if you've ever been like a drug addict, then you may have went to some form of recovery and they tell you like one day at a time. And I hear that a lot. One thing I like to tell myself is one sin at a time. I think what the enemy does is he gets us to, it's easier to give up when you're focusing on a lot. We already have a lot on our plate. You're trying to work, take care of the kids, take care of the men, take care of yourself, vacation. You're trying to take care of your spirit, making sure your soul is good when you leave. We have so many different responsibilities already. And a lot of times it feels overwhelming, or it just feels like it's not enough help, or it's probably not enough of something. A lot of the times we may not be able to just enjoy the moments. When it comes to healing and fixing things that's broken and self-love and all of the things that I thought was just viral terms like self-love and self-respect and things like that, not knowing that that's an actual lifestyle to love yourself, not knowing it's an actual lifestyle to respect yourself, not knowing that having value and boundaries is an actual lifestyle. But I tell myself one sin at a time because it's already so much going on. And when you're trying to transition to be a better woman, to be a better man, to try to figure out problems, to try to figure out your attitude, try to figure out, why you might be overweight or why you might have this or why that's going on, you can only focus on one thing at a time. I'm one of them people that be like, no, I got to get this done now. I got to get this done now. Well, I can't leave this undone. But I start to slow down with that because it's okay if I leave a little dish in the sink. Like, I'm not that type of person. So I know that. So I would put so much pressure on myself. Like, I would go to bed late. It's probably like 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm in here trying to make sure that the dishes is clean. It's okay. Like, one thing at a time, knowing I had a busy day today. And like I said, again, it's not like I'm the type of person that's just, like an unclean person that's just going to do something like that. But every now and again, it is okay. Something that I really realized that got me on that term is OMG. I mean, there's been a boatload of things that we haven't personally got into about me on this channel. But like I said, later in our relationship, I'm the type of person, I do not mind telling my testimony. I do not mind telling what it is and how it's been. That's why I always say, if you heard something about me, come here first, honey, because you're going to get it fast. I'm going to make sure you get every detail. We're going to make sure it's factual information. So I'm not worried about things like that, like being exposed or different things like that, because I can speak on my own behalf. I never need the enemy to speak on my behalf. Something I realize is that one sin at a time. Like, I'm trying to, well, on this channel, we all know that I smoke, or sometimes I smoke. It's not like how I used to or whatever, but not on this channel. Like, we don't do that here. But, like I have spoke about that, and I'll be like, oh my God, like I didn't probably smoke today or something, because I'm still kind of using weed for like more of like a stress reliever now. So if something go on, I'd be like, okay, well, let's just smoke whatever. But now I'm learning one sin at a time, because it seemed like I put so much pressure on that. Like, okay, I can't smoke. It's like every day I'm trying so hard to be sober, to where it's like, if I'm not, then I'm putting a lot of pressure on that, and it makes me smoke more. We really just have to learn the tactics of the enemy, because he know how to keep us in a little cycle. I tell myself one sin at a time, because you might still be smoking. You might still be lusting, but let's talk about not being a whore anymore. Let's talk about not having multiple partners. Let's talk about not doing unclean things that are abomination to God, which no sin is greater than the next. But let's just start with one thing at a time. Let's celebrate the small wins, that we're not out here messing with people's husband, that we're not out here messing with people, baby daddy, and breaking up happy homes, that we're not out here killing, stealing, and destroying. Let's celebrate the small wins. We can only focus on one sin at a time, because you have to take that sin and then you have to break that down. You have to go back into the past, figure out what happened here. Is this something generational? So it's going to take a bit of work. It's going to take a bit of effort, but just one sin at a time. Whatever it is that you are working on, focus on that one thing. Don't focus on everything else. You still might eat wrong. You still might not work out. You still might smoke that one time, but focus on one thing at a time. Alexis Love Beauties and Flawless Man, I'm going to celebrate that. I'm not a whore no more. The weed, it will go just like everything else will go. And God's perfect timing, because he know exactly what he's doing. One sin. we start rushing our life because we feel like we don't have time. We have time. We have time. The Lord is not rushing us. He's giving us grace and mercy every single day. So don't rush yourself. Don't put pressure on yourself and just take it one sin at a time. I love you. Mwah.